Hey, good morning, Kirsten. My name is Jack Kim with Rocket Ship SEO. I was tasked with doing the video analysis for your website this morning, and in this video, I'm going to talk about kind of what's working with your website in the back end as well as on the front end of the website, and how we can definitely bring you more traffic as well as convert that traffic into sales. By messing with some of the few metrics that we can see. So the first thing I did was I used Ahrefs, which is a tool that allows search marketers like myself to take a look at the back end of a website and see kind of what's working and what's not working. So the first thing that I see right here is you can see it on the website, or the backlinks and referring domains right here. And basically, backlinks and referring domains are the number of websites that are currently pointing back to your website, right? So there's about 101 total websites with 700 links that are pointing back to your website. This is a very important metric that Google utilizes to determine which website should rank higher than another website for a given keyword or query. So right now you're at about 100 referring domains on 736 backlinks. The ratio itself is good. What we want to do is we want to shoot for about 350 referring domains on about 3.5 thousand backlinks. That's about how much websites and backlinks that you're going to need to really get at the top of the page for all the relevant keywords out in Hawaii, right, which is the state that you're targeting. So the next thing that I see is the organic keywords. So basically this is the number of phrases that you rank in Google, not necessarily at the top of the page or on the first page, but just all the different phrases on Google search platform that you search that you rank for. 637 traffic that you're bringing in per month. And so actually this tends to be a little bit lower than what it actually is, but you can get a general good gauge about how many people are visiting your website per month. So one thing that I do notice is I can see how you actually had more traffic, I mean about 956 at your peak, and it's kind of been up and down, up and down. It's kind of dipped again, and then it went down to 500 and back up to 600. So definitely there's room for improvement, because you definitely want your organic traffic graph over time to just be going up, right? And that way you're getting more steady, more traffic going to your website, and then more leads and more sales. So definitely there's a couple of concerns there, but it just means that you just need an SEO person that really knows what they're doing to get you the traffic that you need. The next thing I want to talk about is kind of the keywords that you're currently ranking for. This is actually a very important metric, and I'll explain here in a sec exactly why it's so important. So do you see right here all the different keywords that you rank for? And I noticed from your website that you service about 9 locations in Hawaii currently. And what you're doing right now is basically on your website you have an inner page under locations where you hit certain areas that you service. So what's awesome right now is you can see when people search up Ace Auto Glass Kaneohe, you'll see that they're actually being pointed to the inner page aceautoglass.net/Kaneohe, which is the inner page for your locations page. So when people search up Ace Auto Glass Kaneohe, they're going to be taken to this page. The one thing that I do want to mention is here in this page, because it's so important that you're targeting the certain location within Hawaii, you want to make sure that you have a lot of content on this page specifically under aceautoglass.net/Kaneohe, because this is the specific locations. These are the longer tail phrase keywords that people are searching for that you can rank for and really start bringing traffic into your website by targeting this kind of phrase. So when people are going into window repair out in Hawaii, they're not going to be searching for window repair Hawaii. What they're doing is they're going to be going into Google and searching up window repair Kaneohe if they're in the Kaneohe area, right? And so what's going to happen is when they search up those kinds of phrases, it's not going to take them to the homepage here at aceautoglass.net. What it's actually going to do is it's actually going to point them to this inner page, aceautoglass.net/Kaneohe, because this is what Google finds to be the most relevant to your to that target key phrase, because your web page right here under Kaneohe is more relevant for the phrase window repair, because you're getting credit from all these other pages, but it's pointing them to this page because it's the most relevant page for the phrase that involves the word Kaneohe in there. So in this page right here, you want to have a lot more content. You want to have links, right here that talks about specials that you guys have. You guys maybe a link for what is window repair or the services that you provide. That way they can go back to the other page and then read about it and then figure it out from there. But without having any content on here, not only are you just leaving a lot of your visitors here in the dark, they're going to look at this webpage, be like, oh, this is not relevant to me, and then leave your website and go straight to one of your other competitors that have content on this page, and you're not showing Google that you are the most relevant website for a certain keyword or query, right? So Google's overall goal with its search algorithm and its website or its search platform is to provide the most relevant website with a given keyword that a certain person searches for. So when a person searches for how to be the best clown in America, what Google wants to show up at the top of Google is a website that's very optimized and has very relevant content for how to be the best clown in America. So the website itself, that web page will have things about like what it means to be a clown, what it means to be the best clown, and how hard it might be to be a clown and a best clown in America, and then talk about different outfits and things like that. By doing that, you're showing Google on the back end, because Google's website crawlers can actually read the content, and it'll show Google, hey, this is a very relevant website because it talks exactly about how to be the best clown. It talks about exactly what it means to be a clown, what it's the benefits of a clown, being the best clown, and things like that. And so in your case, what you want to do is you want to be able to target those phrases where people are searching up Kaneohe window repair, Kaneohe window replacement. And that way, when people are searching up those phrases, you show up at the top of Google because you have the most relevant content. It's not just this right here with a title, tag, a map, and just a phone number, right? So you definitely want to make sure you have a lot more content on those pages, because there's a phrase kind of tying back to what I was talking about earlier. The money is in the longer tail keywords. The money is in the phrases where people aren't just searching up auto repair or car window repair Hawaii. The real money is made in the kind of phrases like they're hitting up in your case like certain locations. So like window repair Hilo, window repair Kauai, car window replacement Maui, and things like that. Because right now you're doing a great job because you have the Ace Auto Glass as your actual company name, and so obviously you're going to rank #1. But when you start getting into phrases like car repair Honolulu, or not I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep saying car repair, windshield and glass repair Maui, you're going to be able to rank at the top of Google for those kinds of phrases and start bringing in traffic that way, because you're going to have relevant content. And the next thing we can do is we can start pointing these specific backlinks, right? The websites that we're talking about, and that's what we do here at our firm. We can help and make sure we capture those backlinks and start pointing them towards your service location pages. That way, when people search up like specific cities in the area and the target keyword like windshield repair, then you're going to be at the top of Google because you're showing Google that you have the content there, and then you have the backlinks that are pointing to that specific page, the inner page, not the home page within your website. The last thing that I want to talk about before this video gets too long is your citations. So I don't know if you already know what a citation is, but a citation is basically all the different website directories that are out there that a person with a business can submit their name, address, and phone number, right? This is a very important metric that Google also utilizes besides your backlinks, that Google can see and say, hey, this is an authoritative website because your name, address, and phone number is submitted to all these different business directories, right? So what happens is when you submit your name, address, and phone number, so we definitely want to do this for all 9 locations that you have currently, and we do it pointing to them to this inner page. What you want to do in all these different website directories is you want to submit your name, which is Ace Auto Glass, and then you want to provide your address, and in this case, this would be your Kaneohe location, and then your Kaneohe phone number. By doing this, you're showing Google that not only are you a legitimate business because you have the address out there in Kaneohe, you're showing that you have a phone number that's associated with Kaneohe, and then you have the services and products that you provide in that area. That way it shows Google and it ties everything together and shows Google exactly that you're a legitimate business, that you provide these kinds of services in that location. It's going to provide that relevancy that Google is looking for to find out exactly which businesses, which real authoritative businesses should be at the top of Google for those kinds of phrases. This is not only going to help you in your organic search results, but it's also going to help you place at the top of Google in the Google Maps, right? So then when people search up these locations, you know how a lot of times you'll see the map before the organic searches. It's going to help you show up number one. Right now, your citations for each of the inner pages are right around 50, because I did some research before, but we definitely want to shoot for about closer to about 200, 250, 300. By having those number of citations, you're going to have a leg up against your competition out in Hawaii, because a lot of them are close to about 50 to 100 themselves. And by doing that, you're going to just show Google that you're more authoritative and you deserve to be at the top of Google for these phrases, right? So the three things that I definitely recommend looking into are your backlinks, your citations, and then the content that's actually on the website. There's a lot of other things that we can look into with the website, but I don't want to make it any longer. For example, this request a free quote, I would definitely just have it right here in front of center instead of having them having to click it. You're just going to get more leads. You're just going to get more people asking for a quote. And then maybe not as robust, right? For people that might just have a few questions or just are not as technically savvy, or they're just on their phone and they don't want to have to fill all this information out, right? So there might be another way to capture it a little bit easier through another way, or maybe it's more through steps and then it'll just convert and at a higher rate. So these are the kind of things that we can do at Rocketship SEO. There's a lot of other things that we provide, like ClickFunnels, email marketing, paid advertising through Google AdWords, Yahoo, Bing, a lot of other things just besides organic search, but I just specifically target organic search because that's kind of what it's included in this video analysis. So if you're definitely interested, I know you're shopping through other SEO companies in the area. We can talk about prices and things like that. But go ahead and definitely shoot us an email. I'll follow up with an email just to make sure that you did receive it and that you did take a look at it. But otherwise, I guess we'll just keep in touch and then hope to talk to you soon. So appreciate you if you did watch this all the way through, and talk to you soon. Thank you.